What's good, YouTube? We are back. Another episode. As you can see, we are between two Porsches. Yet again, another episode. Between two Porsches, OEM&x YouTube channel, and of course we got, I guess, today's guest, the 997 and the 87 Targa. And then today, I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys. So I guess, as you can see from the title of this video, this is the end. And it sucks, but this is the end of my RWB dream. But okay, totally okay, because it was an end that I came up with. So with that, I have decided that I'm not going to pursue the RWB project for the 87 Targa for a couple of reasons, and I will discuss those reasons with you and give you guys the way ahead and what the plan has evolved to, because that's essentially what happened. So pretty much, I was going to do the RWB, the backdate kit for this car. That kit is damn. Then you gotta do all the other stuff, all the paint, pay for wheels, tires, and all that shit. It was gonna add up to about between 60 to 80,000. That's including me getting my engine looked at. And I just didn't think that was a good use of money. And being that I know what my goal is for my garage and my channel and my collection of cars and things of that nature, and I just felt like although it would be great and it would be amazing and a great compliment to my garage, it just would set things back in other areas, right? So I just didn't want to do that. And then also another big reason, and I think this is the biggest reason, is what drew me to RWB is similar to what Nick High's vision was starting when he started RWB. So, kind of giving cars a second life, building them for them to be driven and experienced and pushed hard and things of that nature. Even if it's a rough concept, but it was meant to be kind of like the outlaw-ish. So similar to the outlaw Porsche world, that the same thing for in Japan with Porsches. That's why I wanted to do an outlaw version of the RWB kit, because that aligns more with who I am as an individual. Someone who kind of goes against the grain, but also kind of rough around the edges. And how I am with my cars is I like to drive them. I want to experience them. I don't mind taking them out and going places and daily driving. I daily drive the 997. I drive the 992 as often as possible. My girlfriend sometimes she daily drive it to work. So these cars are meant to be driven, and that's what we tend to do. But where I see RWB now versus my idea of it, it just kind of, didn't really align with my vision and what I want to do. And I just kind of felt the disconnect. Although, the kits are cool and the builds are cool, just these flashy builds and, these spectacles, it feels like it's kind of becoming more like a hype beast type of situation. And if you know me, I'm the last person that is trying to solicit a crowd to say, hey, look at me. That's just not who I am. Although it might come at some point with the channel and as I grow and stuff like that, and that's fine. But I just think that if people know who I am, and a large amount of people who know who I am and know how I am, it will be different than me trying to be a certain way, garnering attention for a way that's not congruent with who I actually am as a human being, as a person, and as a car enthusiast. An enthusiastic car enthusiast, there for a reason. So I've transitioned, go back and forth and just talk through it and stuff like that. And I just realized that this really wasn't where I wanted to go with this build for my air-cooled experience. I want to drive this car. I really do. And I think that with the amount of money that it would take to do, it changes the driving characteristics with the wider wheels and stuff like that. And this car isn't that powerful. I just really think that it would take away from this specific build, like the early G bodies, I just think it really take away from its driving characteristics. And you have to go down the rabbit holes of upgrading everything to try to make it somewhat whole again. And I just, for what? You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm steering in another direction, which leads me to what I'm going to talk about in the second half of the video. So what I want to do now, and what I think is going to be best for this car, is to do a backdate, a narrow body backdate. So kind of like similar to, so what that is a long hood, like not an ST. The ST has the wider front fenders and stuff like that. Not that, it's the narrow body like a 911R. But what you see, the older outlaw Porsches, they were long hood, simple around the bumpers, around the front bumper, and no wing. It's just something that's rugged, raw, rough, and looks really, really mean, really clean. And that's what I want to go with. So I'm going to do a long hood conversion, new front bumper, new rear bumper, repaint, take off the front, take off the rear deck lid wing, the whale tail, do a few little minor adjustments, change out the wheels, and get the engine done, like I said, and a few other small things. And I think that will be one very unique, because I have not seen one in this color backdate. I have not seen a backdated cassis red Porsche anywhere. I've been looking for weeks. Even having a narrow body, I just think it's gonna look really timeless, really classy. It's gonna give me everything that I want from this car. Probably 60% less or 40% less than what the RWB project would have entailed, which gives me more to do with my next car, because I do want to add one more car to the garage for now. Gives me that budget to do that. I can work on some other things with the 992 and upgrading our family vehicle that we have as well. So that's kind of where I'm at. But again, that goes into another subculture of Porsche. So you got RWB, you got purists and the regular Porsches, and then you got like modified motorsport with BBSs and stuff like that. And then you got Resto-mods. And holy shit, Resto-mods are even more expensive, which kind of is giving me this challenge, I would say. So when you see a lot of these backdate cars, your Singers, Kagers, your Light Speeds, your Lab 11, there's a lot of these Gunther Works, a lot of these companies that takes 964s or 993s, and they backdate them. Not many take the G-body. There's a few out there, but a lot of them you just don't see them. But they redo everything, and it's like super nice. And they're like $1 million or 500,000, 600,000. I've talked to companies. I've seen prices from 600,000, even with taking the G-body. You know, or the 964, and they're like 600, 700,000, 300,000. And I'm just like, come on, man, what the hell? I get it. Is it worth it? Sure, so somebody's gonna pay for it. But when they start to talk about we are trying to, their ethos and how they promote it to the consumer is that, it's creating something that's, updated to today's standards so that it can be driven and enjoyed, but nobody's driving these cars. Nobody's driving them. They get them built, they have them sit in the garage, they might trailer it somewhere for a show, or they might go to a Cars and Coffee, whatever, for a year, and then they auction it on bring a trailer and make money off it, which is great. That's cool. There's a market for it, but it just fucks it up for everybody else. That there's a huge culture, a huge section of individuals who are in the garage, who are turning wrenches, who are building something with their dad, or the dad is building something with their kids and wanting to have these type of builds, but they're so disconnected. They're so out of reach, these Resto-mods. And I would say it's mainly here in the US. There are a few shops that will do a smaller scale Resto-mod or whatever, like Olsen Motorsports in Chicago. They will do a smaller scale Resto-mod, but it's pretty pricey. But it's a little bit more achievable. And then you got but there's other shops that I've spoken to, they're mainly overseas, who will do some of the other, who will like tailor the Resto-mod to what you want, how like a la carte. So it's kind of like if you got a G-body, you just want to update the engine, suspension, repaint the same color, and that's it. They won't say, well, you need to do this and that for us to work on it. You know what I'm saying? So you do get a variance of price with those guys, but that's overseas. There's other shops that I've gone down rabbit holes with, and a lot of them, like, they don't really take on customers. They more so, they build them and they sell the cars, which is fine too. So this whole Resto-mod thing, I think is getting way out of hand. These cars, these people are buying up all of the 964s or whatever, and they're just building these cars, and then they auction them, don't bring a trailer, and damn. So it's not a bitch session. This is my solution. I am going to do it. I'm gonna do it myself. Not like myself, I'm not gonna do paint and body work, but I'm gonna assemble a team. I'm gonna get people together, get companies together, and figure out how I can get this to a nice Resto-mod space, you know, like having a nice Resto-mod, you know. I've done the interior, so that's good. I've done that, so you guys have seen that. A few other things I'm gonna tweak in there, but getting the body work, I'm gonna find a shop that can do the body work. If you are watching and you know a shop that is maybe here in Florida or lower East Coast, Southeast region, please let me know. Find a body shop so that I can do the bumper. I think I have an idea of where I want to get the actual kit. TRE Motorsports, I believe, is a big shop that does them. That does the body work. So you get the rear bumper, you get the new fenders, you get the new long hood, you get the conversion, you get all the lightings and stuff like that to fit, and then you get the new side mirrors. It's just everything you need. You just gotta find a body shop to do the work and then paint everything. So I'm gonna work on all of that. I'm gonna do all of that. I think that in itself, with the wheels that I want to do and all of that, I think that this car will be a lot more unique than RWB. Even though the RWB might be cooler, I think this version and where I'm going with that will be a lot more my style. It'll be something that I'll be proud of, and I think that's important. Doing things that you are proud of. Would I have been proud of RWB? Having an RWB Porsche? And I think if I had fuck you money, maybe I would. I don't know. I think so. I think I would be proud, but it's not made in my image. And I want to do that. I want to do something that's really me, really unique, really special, without, killing myself financially. Mainly also to show other people that it's possible. So let's say all in with the price of this car and everything that I want to do, let's say it's comes out to maybe 110, 115,000. That's not bad. That's better than 300,000. That's better than you go and bring a trailer and you see these backdates. These people are fucking killing people. And people are paying for it because they're treating it like gambling because it's an auction. But I think that'd be really cool for people to see this evolve that way. So that's kind of where I'm at. Going with the RWB. I like wide body. That's cool. But I think that part of my life it's kind of sailed, honestly. Even the next car that I want to get, they have wide body kits for it, but I won't do it. I just keep it narrow body, keep it sleek, and give myself a challenge. Because I think, and you guys let me know what you guys think, a wide body car, any wide body car, is going to draw attention, right? But having something like this car, not wide body, but it draws your eye. And I think that's the challenge. I think that's the reward. Having something where it's like building something so unique, so special that it's the same car. It's the same as the stock, whatever. But I've just done things a little bit different to give it this look, you know, and might not be wide body, but it's just as memorable as if you used to see a wide body car. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to bring you guys in on that. I don't want to belabor this video and start rambling and all that shit. It's already about to be 20 minutes long. But that's the plan. I'm sticking to it. And, well, I say I stick to it, but we'll see. And let me know in the comments what you think. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. Like, comment, subscribe. Drop down in the comments. Give me your questions, your feedback, your dialogue. I answer everything. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Keep being great. Peace.